Hello, and welcome to Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works. If you are new to this and just are jumping on at this point, to note, I already played the Fate route for this, which have a variety of opinions that I'm not going to pretend I haven't voiced already. So, yes. Another thing to note is I have watched Fate Zero before this, but that was also years ago, and as demonstrated by the Fate route, I think my memory of that is very questionable in the first place. So there's things I definitely don't remember and do remember and such like that, so yay. Okay, so I was suggested to stop the Vita opening that was on here. I went into the files and deleted the Vita opening out of the files, so hopefully that's not there anymore. If it is, then I'll try to skip it real quick. For now, like I did in the Fate, I have all these tiger stamps done with this little sleepy lion, and we have the end of the Fate route, which was okay. I enjoyed it. I will say, this channel is 100% me playing stuff that I want to play, games or something, whatever. And if I really didn't enjoy something, I wouldn't continue it to the end. If I really, really didn't enjoy it, it would take, yeah. And I mean, I'm sort of looking forward to this because of the problems I had the Fate route. I'm hoping will go away primarily based on what people have either said or other things. So let us begin. Okay, we can skip things. Oh, I don't know. Should I just make the same choice as I did in Fate? I feel like I went and finished my daily routine, or maybe I didn't do that. Whatever. This is new and different. The name of the house has a big dojo. It was built when the house was built. It was only intended as a hobby. I warm up a bit before breakfast. I'm not really studying martial arts, but father told me, if you want to be like me, you have to train your body first. It became my daily routine to work out. I finished my routine sit-ups and changed out of my gi into my uniform. I slept in this morning, so I got my cut short out of my workout. Some sit-ups with no stretching should be enough. I'm not the kind to build up a lot of muscle, and it's not like I want to get into a fight. All I need is enough athletic ability to handle sudden accidents and to move as I wish when I have to. After all, the thing I want to become is the complete opposite of an athlete. I put the sweaty gi in the laundry basket, 6:20, in our house. It's even late time for breakfast. Breakfast is already prepared. That's what I can set before bathroom. Okay.
サンキュー。すまん。俺が寝過ごした分、さくらに無理させちまって。
そんな、全然無理なんかじゃないですよ。
部活は関係ないよ。それを言ったら、朝練があるさくらがうちに来てくれるのってす。
いえ、私は好きでしていることですから、部活のことは気にしないでください。
まあ、だから俺も部活に関係なく早起きしたいんだ。
For me, waking up early is waking up before Sakura gets here, and sleeping is making Sakura prepare breakfast on her own. Like today, I couldn't even go help her. It's such a weird choice to make. Though this has only been a habit for about a year and a half or so.
先輩、そういうところこだわりますよね。三辻先輩、エミヤは粗雑なくせに律儀すぎてうるさいって。
Huh. Mitsuzuri is the captain of the archery club. Sakura's in. You know, doing this actually might not be the worst idea because it's giving me some refreshers on what happened at the beginning. And someone I have a lot of acquaintance with.
あいつまだ俺の文句をさくらにこぼしてんのか？
はい。先輩が卒業するまでに何としても社でを鳴らせてやるって毎日頑張ってます。
Oh, is Emmy is supposed to be that good?
今じゃあいつのが段位高いだろうに。あれかな、思い出は無敵ってやつかな。
水釣先輩、すっごく負けず嫌いですから、きっと心の中で先輩をライバルみたいに思ってますよ。
Okay. Sakura puts into a rice bowl as she talks. Yes, and I already did the fate thing, fate route. So if you're jumping in here at this point, then there's gonna be a lot of things presumably skipped. I'm not really sure where it deviates. Like the prologue I did during the fate route stuff, and such. So this might not be the best jumping on point for watching the series if you don't know everything that's gone on already. Puts rice into a bowl. She talks till 6:30. Archery club's morning practice starts at 7. It's not mandatory, but she can't afford to take it easy.
藤根はそろそろか。ま、この時間に来ない方が悪いんだし。さくら、先に食べていいよ。
そうですね。はい、どうぞ先輩。
Sakura hands me a bowl with a smile. Then, I'm used to this every morning, but her white fingers catch my eye. How can I put this? It's troubling. She must be maturing as she seems really feminine these days. Her casual movements are beautiful, and she often takes my breath away. Perhaps it's just reactions, not feeling anything for her until now, but I'm noticing more and more feminine characteristics in her.
先輩、どうかしましたか？
Let's not call it wrong. That might be incorrect in a way.
いや、どうもしてない。どうもしてないから気にしないでくれ。
Honestly, why am I feeling tense around my friend's sister? Are we still calling him a friend? Alright, we did still call him a friend. She's a good underclassman and a junior that I need to take care of. First of all, the relationship between me and Matsuo Sakura is just that of a senpai and a junior. She's such a close friend of mine, but she's a great... I feel like I've seen this part. Oh, perfect cleaning, doing the laundry. Oh. She's been a big help around here, and it's been a bit troubling recently. Problems not Sakura, but me. Right. I remember him having this sort of, yeah, this seems familiar. I'm gonna go to a part that doesn't seem as familiar at the very least. Yeah, like, yeah. I'm pretty sure I went to work. Yeah. I took Sakura home. I'm quite confident in that.
そうだな。これだけ時間があれば一汗流せるか。
This is different without me just making a choice. Wait, what? The morning exercises are my daily routine, so I'll go and move my body a bit. Huh. Okay. The Emiya household has a splendid dojo. It was built for pleasure when the house was built, so there's no particular purpose for it.
藤根が好き勝手使ってるけどな。
Is she? I hear that this place was Fujine's playground even before I came here. She set up something called the Tiger Dojo. But I became Kuritsuki's student and started using this place a lot, so Fujine hated me back then. There's only one thing to do now that I'm here. Even a magus cannot neglect to train their body. One of the requirements for a magus is to have excellent physical capabilities. While Kuritsuki was alive, we had many matches here. Well, it's pretty much just him beating up on me, so I didn't really learn anything about how to win in a fight. But I think I learned the difference between a fight and a battle. In other words, I saw the difference between killing your opponent and beating your opponent. Knowledge and experience are different. Unless I know in advance, it's hard to tell whether I'm involved in a fight or a murder. It's a simple story. As long as you learn magic, you might destroy yourself, and times will come when you have to fight. For a magi, a fight means killing each other. So I think what Kuritsuki wanted to teach me was to prepare my mind for the prospect of death. But it's been a while since my teacher passed away. On my own, all I can do is simple exercises. Things like push-ups, sit-ups, stretching. Not too different from morning practices I did at the archery club. The only difference is if I'm training lightly or heavily. That was new. Okay. Skip, skip, skip. That seemed fairly unnecessary too. I mean, what new information that even gives? It all happens in an instant. There's a man in red in front of Saber. The man in red is in an unfavorable position after being attacked by Saber, and he's about to receive a fatal blow. Behind them, the person watching Saber from behind that man is someone I know. I reach out with my left hand to call out. I don't know who the man in red is, but I'm sure Saber will attack the person behind the man after she defeats him. I can't let that happen. I can't let Saber attack her.
Yamero, Saber!
Yeah, it feels sharp pain. This feels basically the same so far as what happened previously. Using the opening, the man in red quickly gets away. Wait, I thought he was like return the saber and like the prologue. No, sorry, no, return to Rin. That feels different.
あいつ、さっきの。
I'm sure of it. That's the guy that was fighting a Lancer. The girl behind him is. I don't really want to believe so, but is it really?
正気ですか、シロ。今なら確実にアーチャーとそのマスターを倒せた。だというのに、レイジを使ってまでその機会を逃すとは。
I'm surprised I was able to stop you so much earlier this time. What could have I done? I don't understand the situation at all. I stopped Saber only because I didn't want to see her slash the girl who saved me.
マスター、指示を撤回してください。あなたがそのような態度では、倒せる相手も倒せなくなる。
Wait, are we acknowledging that, Okay, again, I guess my memory is just shit even in this Let's Play itself. But I thought we weren't sure who actually saved us at that point. Did we? I mean, we could just be assuming that. I don't remember ever acknowledging that in the Fate route. Saber readies the object in her hands again. In front of her is the red man she could not slay.
違う、やめてくれ、セイバー。正直、俺には何が何だかわからない。それでも、お前が襲いかかろうとしている奴は、俺が知っている奴なんだ。
何を言うのです。彼女はアーチャーのマスターだ。私たちの敵なのですから。
Enemy. She and the man in red are enemies.
そんなことは知らない。大体な、マスターなんて言ってるけど、こっちは点でわからないんだ。俺のことをマスターなんて呼ぶんなら、少しは説明するのが筋ってもんだろう。
それはそうですが。
Then.
つまりそういうことなわけね。素人のマスターさん。
She calls out to me with a polite yet harsh voice. And Archer's still here. Interesting. This is a significant difference. This is quite a significant difference because he was definitely hurt and returned to Rin. And I remember that happening in the prologue, which I assume is identical between them, where he got struck down and she drew him back to her into a spiritual form, right? When I turn around, I see the man in red and the girl in her school uniform. I gasp. So I wasn't seeing things. The person with the man in red is definitely that Tosaka Rin.
Tosaka Rin.
How should I put this? Even I can tell that the man behind Tosaka isn't human. That thing is not of this world, just like Saber. Then, if Tosaka's with him, she's also...
何？私のこと知ってるんだ。とりあえず、こんばんは、エミヤくん。
I don't know what her intentions are, but Tosaka greets me with a big smile. I'm troubled. When she greets me normally like that, I can almost forget about all the strange events that just occurred and just greet her too.
バカかお前。こんばんはってそんな場合じゃないだろう。トサカ、お前は。
ええ、あなたと同じマスターよ。つまりは魔術師ってことになるわね。お互い似たようなものだし、隠す必要はないでしょ。
魔術師だって。そんな、お前魔術師なのか、トサカ。
My eyes widen, I'm going to Saiga. Crap. I don't know why, but she's looking at me with real irritation.
あ、いや違う。言いたいのはそういうことじゃなくて。
そう、納得いったわ。要するにそういうことなわけね、あなた。
Wait, what did I do? Taking a look at us, she turns to the man behind her.
あーちゃん、悪いけどしばらく霊体になっててもらえる？私、ちょっと頭にきたから。
You know, him not being completely incapacitated for a while changes a lot of things.
それは構わないが、頭に来たとはどういう意味だ？
That's a really significant difference. What happened to change that?
言葉通りよ。腹いせに現状を思い知らせてやらないと気が済まなくなったの。それまであなたの出番はないから消えていて。あなたがいたらセイバーだって剣を収められないでしょ。
また難儀なこと。ま、命令とあらば従うだけだが。
Nice guy. The man literally disappears.
父さんが今の。
いいから話は中でしましょう。どうせ何も分かってないんでしょ、エミヤ君は。安心して。嫌だって言っても全部教えてあげるから。
Saying that she walks towards the entrance.
待て父さんが。何考えてんだお前。
I stop her. And then, she turns and the smile on her face isn't like the previous one.
バカね、いろいろ考えてるわよ。だから話をしようって言ってるんじゃない。エミヤ君、突然の事態に驚くのもいいけど、素直に認めないと命取りって時もあるのよ。ちなみに、今がその時だって分かって。分かればよろしい。それじゃあ行こっか、エミヤ君のお家にね。あなたもそれでいいでしょ、セイバー。見逃してもらったお礼に、あなたのマスターにいろいろ教えてあげるんだから。
いいでしょう。何のつもりかは知りませんが、あなたがマスターの助けになる限りは控えます。
Sokka goes through the gain.
なんかすげえ怒ってるぞ、あいつ。
Yeah. Usual. What did I say? I don't remember what I said. All I did was point at her. I don't know why, though. I don't know, but
それにしたってよ。
she's totally unlike the way she is at school. I don't remember her getting that pissed at me. Just, I don't know. So I'm gonna make this very clear. I'm probably not gonna remember a lot of the random details of what happened exactly. So I might be questioning like, did that happen before? And it's like something that completely happened before and makes no difference. And I'm like, maybe that thing means something, and it makes absolutely no difference in anything. And I might be like, yeah, I'm gonna speculate that, and it might be completely pointless and sound extremely stupid. I'll admit, I'm probably gonna do that more than once. So I won't even know if that's the case either. And it's probably okay that I don't know too. So I'm in a strange situation. In front of me is the school's #1 idol who I admire, Sokka Rin, and following behind me is Saber, who calls herself Sirin. Right. Oh. The hallway suddenly feels like part of a different dimension. But I can't be a coward forever. I'm a Magus, even if I'm just an amateur. Sokka Rin, Magus is just like me. Is acting boldly, so I have to act firmly as well. Okay, one thing I can really say that I really hope this doesn't do is I hope it doesn't try to explain things again and again and again and again. Like things that we've already had the explanation from the Fate route. It might. But I can only work out a few things. First, about Saber, who's, well, following me. I'm not sure she's some kind of familiar, but she calls me a master, and I made a contract with her. I've heard that familiars are kind of assistant. Most magi transfer a part of their body into something and summon it as another self. It is something that assists the magus. Consequently, it's commonly accepted that small animals are the most suitable to reduce the burden on the magus. So I've been taught, but...
何かあるのですか、シロ。
いや、なんでもない。
Saber looks human, no matter how you look at her, and she clearly is superior to me, her master. I don't have the magical energy to control someone like that, and more than that, I don't have the magic circuit to summon a familiar. So Saber must rather be something else other than familiar. She says she's a servant. I don't know what that is. That's man in red, blah blah blah. We know what this shit. Saber called Tasaka Master as well. Seems Tasaka's a match as well. No idea what she is. Every family just outside came to town father's generation. I don't know what Tasaka was at matches, and I'm sure Tasaka knew that I know magic. Wait, am I sure? Possibly. Several matches in this town that I don't even know about. If Lancer is familiar of another match in this town, does that mean I've stuck my head into conflict between magi?
へえ、結構広いのね。和風っていうのも新鮮だな。
Saying so, Tasaka goes into the living room. I stop thinking. Just in general, that might be a good rule of thumb. Just whenever things come up, just no thinking. Just go run in there and die. Let's just listen to Tasaka's story. I turn the lights on. It's already past 1 in the morning.
寒っ。何よ、窓ガラス全開してるじゃない。
Yes, because freaking Lancer attacks.
やり合って。
Yeah.
やっぱり。まあ一目で分かったけど、一応確認した。
Huh? You don't know what kind of situation you're in right now, correct? I nod. I think it's a weird phrase, but I stay quiet, as I think she'll beat me up if I make fun of her now. That feels like it was an opportunity to skip this shit. Was it?
率直に言うと、エミヤ君はマスターに選ばれたの。
Okay. I am probably going to, before this and after this, just be skipping towards, like, in the editing, towards things that seem actually new. Okay. Yeah, I suppose we did, actually, because this sounds like it's the same. I think we did actually acknowledge that she saved him. No, there were several times we acknowledged that she saved him, isn't there? Now that I'm thinking about it, like, even later when she was talking about using up stuff to save him. I don't know, he never really seemed like he was appreciative of that at all. Did he? Whatever. I guess his actions never really felt like they matched that, other than the few mentions. Or, like, they never really acknowledged it outside of a... Maybe? Oh, shit. You know what? I wish I remembered things better.
トサカ、俺がランサーに殺されたことを知ってるのか?
This doesn't seem familiar. Oh, for fuck's sake. Do I don't remember what's new or not. I'm sorry. This is probably very frustrating from a viewing perspective. I wonder how she knows that fact.
少し調子に乗りすぎたか。
She's acting suspiciously.
今のはただの推測よ。つまんないことだから忘れなさい。
つまんないことじゃないぞ。
No, it's not. Because I don't remember this happening last time.
俺はあの時。
いいから、そんなことよりもっと自分の置かれた立場を知りなさいっての。あなたも7人のマスターの一人、聖杯戦争の主役なんだから。
Tasaka turns her back to me and faces as if she's a teacher or something.
いい？今はここの家の屋根で外を見張ってるわ。
You can give them form and keep them in the spirit form. The guy was with you, but he disappeared, turning to spirit form. Keep me watching the roof now.
さっきの戦いで分かったと思うけど、サーバントを倒せるのは同じ霊体であるサーバントだけなの。
That part seems slightly different.
そりゃ私が教え。
Oh! Okay. There we go. Another skip. Skip. Oh, come on. How much of this is gonna be repeats? Like slightly different scenes. It's a bit windy now. Must be partly because this place is on top of a hill. The wind's a bit stronger than normal and carries a sharp chill.
シロ、話は終わりましたか?
Oh, right, this is after we leave.
ああ。事情は嫌っていうほど思い知らされた。
Sorry, I was assuming that this is when we showed up. Like we skipped a scene like in between that and showing up.
聖杯戦争のことも、マスターのこともな。
それでは。
She comes closer and looks up at me. It's only natural for her to do so. Her fate is determined by my choice.
ああ。 俺に務まるかどうかはわからないけど、マスターとして戦うって決めた。半人前な男で悪いんだけど、俺がマスターってことに納得してくれるか、セイバ
納得するも何もありません。あなたは初めから私のマスターです。
That scene flashed through my mind.
ー。そうだったな。セイバーがそう言ってくれると助かる。
I take a deep breath and look at Saber again.
それじゃあ握手しよう。これからよろしく、セイバー。
I extend my right hand. I don't get what relationship as master and servant should have, nor do I know what I should be doing now. If this is the way things are going to be, at least I want our first greeting to be in style.
セイバー、あれ、もしかして握手はダメか？
Was this how it happened before?
いいえ、そんなことはありません。
I don't even remember this. God, I wish I remembered more details. Like, I remember this all happening. I don't remember what details are different and what are the same, though.
今一度誓いましょう。あなたの身に霊樹がある限り、この身はあなたの剣になると。
Because, like, shaking hands almost seems forward for the Emiya that was, like, super infatuated with Saber.
よくわからないけど、頼む。
Saber's really serious, so I nod. Come think of it, this is weird. We're under the winter night sky. I'm shaking hands with a girl I just met, and we're talking like we made a contract.
その分じゃ放っておいても良さそうね。
I quickly let go of her hand. When I turn around, I see Tasaka and that knight in red.
仲いいじゃない。さっきまでは話もしなかったのに大した変わりようね。何？セイバーのことは完全に信頼したってわけ？
いや、そういうわけじゃないけど、いや、そういうことになるのか。まだセイバーのことは何も知らないけど、これから一緒にやっていくんだから。
そう。ならせいぜい気を張りなさい。あなたたちがそうなった以上、私たちも容赦しないから。
Right, because you still have Archer around. Are you not gonna... Well, I suppose the Berserker thing isn't happening yet. I tilt my head and wonder. For a brief moment, I don't get what she said.
あのね、私たち敵同士だって理解してる？ここまで連れてきてあげたのは、あなたがまだ敵にもなっていなかったからよ。けど、これでエミヤくんもマスターの一人でしょ？なら、やるべきことは一つしかないと思うけど。
Well, she's right, but...
なんでさ、俺、遠坂と喧嘩するつもりはないぞ。
やっぱりそうきたか。参ったな。これじゃあ連れてきた意味がないじゃない。
Oh, come on. It could be the most awesomest thingamabob in the thing. We could have it where we team up and we take out everyone else in a way that we can feel comfortable with, and then we could have the one-on-one showdown to finish this off between Archer and Saber, and Saber's gonna win. Tasaka slumps her shoulders.
Rim.
And then again, Archer was pretty good against Berserker, so hard to tell exactly what his limit is.
何？私がいいって言うまで口出しはしない約束でしょ？はーちゃ。
What a relationship.
それは承知しているが、このままでは拉致が開くまい。相手の覚悟など確かめるまでもない。倒しやすい敵がいるのなら、遠慮なく叩くべきだ。
そんなこと言われなくても分かってるけど。
分かっているのなら行動に移せ。それとも何か？君はまたその男に情けをかけるのか？まさかとは思うが、そういう事情ではあるまいな。
そんなわけないでしょ。ただこいつには借りがあるじゃない。それを返さない限り気持ちよく戦えないだけよ。
また難儀な。では私は消えるぞ。借りとやらを返したのなら呼んでくれ。
The knight in red, Archer disappears. No, rather, I just can't see him anymore. According to Tasaka, servants are spirits. Saber says that she cannot turn into spirit form, but I'm sure Tasaka's servant can, since Tasaka's a complete master. Yeah, that is sign.
なあ、遠坂。借りって、もしかしてさっきのことか？
そうよ。 形はどうあれエミヤ君はレイジを使ってセイバーを止めたでしょ。
バランスって妙なことにこだわるんだな。
ええ、分かってるわ。こんなの心の贅肉だって理解してるわよ。けどしょうがないじゃない。私借りっぱなしって嫌いなんだから。
Flab on your mind, you've used that expression multiple times recently. She turns away.
けどこんなのは期間限定のサービスなんだから。明日になったら容赦しないから、せいぜいセイバーと作戦でも立てなさい。
Nah, I don't feel like it.
つまりサービスは今日いっぱいってわけか。
そうよ。まあここまで連れてきたのは私だし、その町に戻るぐらいまでは面倒見てあげるわ。
Tasaka starts to walk without looking at us.
行きましょうシロ。彼女の言う通り、ここに長居するのは良くない。
I'm not the saber and follow Tasaka. Okay, Berserker still's gotta show up at some point, yeah? The three of us ascend the hills together. It might be because Tasaka's walking ahead, but we go down the hill a few words. There's a forked road ahead of us. One path leads to the main street going towards Shinto Station, and the other leads to the big bridge leading to Miyama City. Tasaka stops at the intersection.
遠さか。なんだよ、いきなり立ち止まって。帰るなら橋の方だろ。
Didn't Berserker and Ilya attack us on the other side, I thought?
ううん。悪いけどここからは一人で帰って。
Oh, no. No.
エミヤ君にかまけてて忘れてたけど、私だって暇じゃないの。せっかくシントにいるんだから探し物の一つもして帰るわ。
Oh, you want to do something suspicious? No, I'm gonna follow you if I give...
探し物って他のマスターか。
Give me the choice to follow her, I'll fucking do it.
そう。あなたがどう思っているか知らないけど、私はこの時をずっと待っていた。7人のマスターが揃って聖杯戦争っていう殺し合いが始まるこの夜をね。ならここでおとなしく帰るなんて選択肢はないでしょ。セイバーを倒せなかった分、他のサーバントでも仕留めないと気が済まないわ。
And get destroyed by Berserker. Tasaka's eyes show her determination. That makes me realize Tasaka Rin is a magus. Her mentality and her knowledge as a magus are complete. So why...
だからここでお別れよ。義理は果たしたし、これ以上一緒にいると何かと面倒でしょ。きっぱり別れて、明日からは敵同士にならないと。
Why does she have this part of her that's unlike a magus? She did not explain the rules to me out of any sense of obligation. She just supported me, understanding the situation I'm in, and acted fairly. So things are back to normal now that the explanations are over. As a master, I'll just be a target to her now. But still, Tasaka said those words to me. For Tasaka, everything that happened tonight is unnecessary. It would be troublesome if we stay together any longer. If she's going to say something like that, she should have left us alone from the beginning. Tasaka's smart, though she should know all that too well. But still, she set aside the thoughts of loss or gain, and helped me out. The Tasaka in front of me is so different from the one at school. Even when I put it nicely, she's sour, cranky, unapproachable, and is so different that I want to scream. Man, it almost feels like a fraud. Yet, still, Tasaka Rin is just how everyone thought she was. And...
ああ、遠さかいいやつなんだな。
何よ突然。おだてたって手は抜かないわよ。
I know that. She won't go easy on me, and that's why she said it'll be a bother if she feels empathy for me.
知ってる。けど、できれば敵同士にはなりたくない。俺、お前みたいなやつは好きだ。
Tasaka falls silent for some reason. The silent suburbs. The church at the top of the hill and the silence of the foreigner cemetery feeling surprisingly warm.
とにかくサーバントがやられたら迷わずさっきの教会に逃げ込みなさいよ。
ああ、気が引けるけど一応聞いておく。けどそんなことにはならないだろう。
Tasaka reacts strangely once again. After letting out a sigh, she glances at Saber.
いいわ。これ以上の忠告は本当に感情移入になっちゃうから言わない。せいぜい気をつけなさい。 いくらセーバーが優れているからってマスターであるあなたがやられちゃったらそれまでなんだから。
She turns her back and starts walking. But as if she's seen a ghost, her feet stop dead in their tracks.
ねえ、お話は終わり？
Okay. I could have sworn it was in the other side of the bridge where we met up with her previously. A youthful voice echoes through the night. The melodic tone is unmistakably that of a young girl. My vision's drawn to the top of the hill. There. I don't know when the clouds parted, but a brilliant moon is now shining in the sky. The shadow's long, grotesque, like a devil in a picture book. In this gloomy time, shadow pictures that stands a figure that should not be there.
Basaka.
That's a bit different. Saka mumbles a word I'm not accustomed to hearing. Even though I don't know what she means, I can feel the giant's dreadfulness all too well. That thing is not human. Then, it is one of the beings called servants, just like Saber. Man.
こんばんは、お兄ちゃん。こうして会うのは2度目だね。
I forget how fucking small she is in comparison. The girl smiles as she says this. That innocent sends a chill down my spine. The girl looks so out of place next to that thing behind her. It feels like I'm dreaming. No, chill is an understatement. Not just my body, but my mind is frozen as well. That thing is a monster. I'm not even staring at it, but its mere presence roots me to the spot.
驚いた。単純な能力だけならセイバー以上じゃない、あれ。
Tasaka glares at the monster above her, clicking her tongue. You have Archer to help this time! How will this go differently? In her, I see despair, and the spirit's not lose to it.
あーちゃん、あれは力押しでなんとかなる相手じゃない。ここはあなた本来の戦い方に徹するべきよ。
She murmurs this quietly. The knight without form replies to her.
了解した。だが守りはどうする？リンではあれの突進は防げまい。
こっちは3人よ。しのぐだけなら何とでもなるわ。
3? Well, there's 4 of us, technically. Oh, you're not counting me, are you? He must have nodded to her words. The prince behind Tasaka vanishes instantly.
エミヤ君、逃げるか戦うかはあなたの自由よ。
Oh, fight. Definitely.
けど、できるなら何とか逃げなさい。相談は済んだ。なら、始めちゃっていい？
The girl laughs playfully. She curtsies in a manner quite out of place in such a situation.
はじめまして、リン。私はイリア。イリアスフィール・フォン・アインツベルって言えばわかるでしょ？アインツベル。
Tasaka's body stiffens, apparently recognizing that name. Perhaps she liked Tasaka's reaction as the girl smiles happily, and then...
じゃあ殺すね。やっちゃえ、バーサーカー。
She orders that strange shape behind her, as if she's singing. The massive form flies through the air. In one bound, the thing called Berserker crosses the dozens of meters from the top of the hill.
シロ、下がって。
That's the plan. In the moonlight, bullets rain down from the descending giant like shooting stars. They have extreme accuracy. The silver lights that are shooting through the giant are indeed arrows. Oh. No, the word arrow is an understatement. It's like a barrage from a machine gun, and each shot could pierce through rocks. 8 shots of that. It should be able to mow down houses, but... Okay, so Archer's actually...
聞いていない。
Archer's actually fighting. There's no effect on the giant. The two swords clash. A giant sword of Berserker who came down through a rain of arrows, and the sword of Saber who ran to his landing spot. The two blades spark on contact. The swords clash. Even though she's overpowered Berserker's attack, Saber does not yield. Silver lights run through the darkness. How much magical energy is in that small body of hers? Even though Saber is obviously weaker, she's proven to be a match against the Berserker. She blocks parries, faces the assault of the giant sword head on. I must not be the only one who's awed. The master of that giant and the one standing next to me, Tsusaga, are also fascinated by Saber's figure. In response to her voice, a silver light is fired out. Is this being shot from, like, his spirit form? He actually has archer-based ability. Wait. This is weird. You mean he can actually use archer-driven abilities, not just the sword things? The silver light strikes the giant right in his temple. That arrow came flying through the air is as powerful as a tank shell. No matter what the giant may be, he's taken some damage from that. Saber slashes with her invisible sword right after the shot connects. But her attack is countered by a huge blow and Saber's falling away. Saber slides across the asphalt. A black whirlwind runs in pursuit and silver lights come flashing down to intercept him. But they have no effect. The 3 arrows hit the giant square in the forehead but simply disappear. The giant does not stop. Saber blocks the giant blade with her own. This really makes Archer seem like he's not very strong, doesn't it? My scream is meaningless. As Saber blocks the Berserker's sword head on, she's falling away like a ball, and she falls to the ground. Is she dizzy? Saber's knees on the ground and does not move. Here's a voice echoes. The black giant charges at Saber with brutal speed. Tsusaga starts running as she screams. She must intend to help Saber. Maybe. She runs up the hill while taking out something that looks like a rock. Oh. Right. Man, I wonder if we have Archer available if we'll actually be able to take out Berserker like right away. That would be interesting. Tsusaga scatters obsidian jewels in the sky and numerous silver lights come flying from the heavens. Even if that Berserker's charge does not stop. Monster. I finally understand how absurd he is. That giant isn't just strong. He must be protected by some law of immortality created from abnormal amounts of magical energy. Oh, we figured that out quickly. The girl's voice rings out. The giant sword is swung, and Saber bravely blocks it with her sword and is flung away once again. She flies dozens of meters. Saber flies through the air like a pitcher's fastball and plows into the open terrain off the road. She must be dead. Once is bad enough. But she cannot be okay after receiving such a blow twice. The black whirlwind moves. The match is already decided, but he's not done yet. A giant called Berserker roars and charges onto open land. She'll die. Even if Saber's still alive, she'll surely die now. And as long as I'm here, I'm sure I'll die as well. The one who said that isn't here. Sokka went after Berserker. She must intend to keep fighting against this monster that's unscathed by all those attacks. Stay here with Saber? Or... Oh, what does that mean? Stay here with Saber, stay here and do nothing, follow them and help Saber, or follow them and abandon Saber and go with Rin, or do Tsusaga said and I assume run. Which is, you know, how you die, I'm sure. I would guess that stay here means stay here and do nothing. Just what I have been doing. Follow them goes into the battle, but it might be abandoning Saber. Save. We have a save point. Okay, let's save. I'm gonna have to go with follow them. At least currently. I know I won't be able to do anything even if I do go. But still, I still feel her hand in mine. I told her we'll try our best. She shook the hand I held out. So... I'll be killed if I go up the hill after the giant. My body's trembling from that fact, but I suppress it and run up the slope.
Saber!
I ran into the open land, and then the scenery there is totally unexpected. Gravestones are flying around. Every time the giant swings his sword, the heavy gravestones are split in two. And in the midst of it, a knight bravely runs to the storm of gravestones. Okay, so yeah, we were... Okay, apparently Saber did get, like, sent somewhere else. The axe sword rages around. Gravestones are flung aside. And the Chaos Saber's fighting Berserk with the same... No, with more power than before. For some reason. Okay. So what actually happened was she was flung towards this area? Okay. I was assuming that she got flung across the asphalt again. She was near me. And Tosaka and Archer were like fighting Berserk at a distance. So I was like, follow them, and then like... Okay. Their positions are reversed here. The advantage belongs to someone with a small body like Saber. Berserker is hindered by the obstacles. And Saber acts as if there's nothing in her way. I'm sure that a hindrance of this degree is only trivial for Berserker, but it's more than nothing. It's only a slight difference, but the slight difference is tipping the scale the other way now.
こっち前に出るととばっちり食らうわよ。何考えてんのよあんた。逃げろって言ったでしょ。それとも何？もしかして聞こえなかったわけ？
Oh, maybe. She's really angry.
いや、聞こえてた。けど、そういうわけにもいかないだろう。
はあ？なんでそういうわけにもいかないなんて結論が出るのよ。エミヤ君は戦う手段がないんだから、いるだけ邪魔ってわからない？いろいろやって死ぬんならしょうがないけど、何もせずにやられちゃったら無駄死にってもんじゃない。
Oh, don't worry about it. It's exactly what you need anyways, right? It's a perfect excuse for me to get killed and you not have to be responsible. I don't know why, but Tosaka is seriously angry. Even though I'm getting yelled at, I don't feel bad for some reason.
なあ、それ遠坂が怒ることか。別に俺が無駄死にしようと遠坂には関係ないだろう。
関係あるわよ。今日一杯は見逃してあげるって言ったんだから、ちゃんと家に帰ってもらわないと困るの、私が。
You're way too good at rationalizing this in the midst of the moment. Oh my goodness. I'm confused even more now. Tosaka sure had a different face on its skull.
たく、とにかくまだ無事なんだから、今のうちに逃げなさい。あのイリアスフィールってガキ、本気で私たちを皆殺しにするつもりだろうから。
Oh, making it the perfect situation for me to run away and not be involved with, to be, like a sitting target. It's perfect, right?
それは分かってる。けど逃げられるわけないだろう。
それは一人前のセリフよ。何の援護もできないあなたがいても無駄死にするだけでしょ。これが最後よ。いいから早く逃げなさい。
No.
そんなことあるもんか。体がある限りできることはあるはずだ。それにな、遠坂。自分にできないことを人にやらせる気か、お前。
Saka looks at me with a serious expression.
そうね。自分にできないことをあなたに強制するなんて。
She looks away.
まあ、確かに逃げる必要はないかもね。あの調子じゃセイバーは負けないだろうし。
Well, she's still at her peak performance in terms of magical strength, so this is our best chance, isn't it? Saka behind the tree. Their battle is continuing without change. Berserker's attacks smash through empty space and only destroy his surroundings. Well, there's a limit to how much we can use the gravestones to impair him when there's a limited amount of gravestones. Between the attacks, within swirling whirlwind and flying clouds, within the rain of broken gravestones, Saber rushes in without even dirtying her armor and attacks Berserker. It is a divine work of utmost excellence. That's a weird line. My fears disappeared, saying this battle is totally impossible for mere humans. Instead, I'm fascinated. I cannot believe I was in this Holy Grail War thing, and I also had some uneasiness. But all of that is blown away when I see her. Dancing swords. Within the whirlwind of fatal destruction, the knight challenges the enemy without hesitation. Maybe this scene made me accept everything. No matter what may fall upon us in the future, I'll be able to match her. I will be able to match even a fierce god if I have Saber with me.
やっぱりね。怪しいとは思ったけど、バーサーカーの剣を受けたのはわざとだったわけか。
Saka murmurs without emotion.
それはバーサーカーをここに誘い込むためか。
分かってるじゃない。 遮蔽物のない場所であれと戦うのは自殺行為よ。だからこそセイバーは戦場にこの場所を選んだ。それも自然にエミヤ君からバーサーカーを遠ざけながらあくまで追い詰められたふりをしてね。
Well, she did, She was in the last war, so she'd at least know the area well enough to... Actually, aren't we on the other side of the buildings? Or on the other side of the river still? She wouldn't know this side of the river, would she? At least in terms of where a graveyard is. Unless we saw on the way here. Then, Saber must have determined that this place was a suitable battlefield when we were walking down the hill. Okay.
もちろんこんな戦いになったら援護は期待できないけど、相手はアーチャーの野菜無効化する怪物だもの。
Okay.
援護なんて初めっから無意味なのよ。
Zaka murmurs as she watches the battle between Saber and Berserker. Okay, can Archer help at all?
アーチャーいや
But those words catch my attention. Archer isn't here. If he really is an archer, should he not be fighting? He should not fight hand to hand, but... Maybe. Zak snaps her fingers. Just as she said, Saber's sword must have hit Berserker, or he must have lost his footing. Berserker's body holding firm until now loses his balance. The beast lashes out desperately. Saber dodges it by jumping back, holds her sword with both hands. This is it. As this desperate attack is dodged, Berserker loses his balance even more, and Saber bends her knees to charge in with all her power. Right then.
アーチャー離れろってどういうこと？
Oh, Saber, you're not gonna... I know Sasaka's confused voice and sense an intent to kill aimed from a faraway place. Faraway place? Oh, behind me. I see the knight in red standing on a rooftop, hundreds of meters away, readying his bow. It's either nausea or chill. He's readying a bow. A bow that's no different from before. It cannot even scratch Berserker, even with a direct hit. So there's no need to feel any threat from it. But... feel a chill. What he is readying in his bow is not an arrow, but something completely different. And his intent to kill isn't just directed at Berserker.
Say!
I act instantly. What's the difference? Save. Save. I really don't know what the difference here is supposed to be. Bring back Saber, call back Saber. What? The only, feasible difference I can think of is that maybe this uses a command spell and is more effective. Because the callback sort of makes me feel as though it might use a command spell. Because it might be more of an order. I guess let's not use a command spell if we can. Bring back Saber. Before I realize it, I'm running out from my... Oh, it means I physically go out and... Okay. They could have phrased that way better. Before I realize it, I'm running out of my cover. I run at full speed towards Saber.
Shiro.
Saber sees me and stops her attack on Berserker.
間に合う
I can feel the danger coming up from behind me.
なぜ出てきたのですか？
I ignore her, running to her at full speed, grab her arm.
正気ですか、マスター？
話は後いいからこっち
I grab Saber in my arms and jump this way. The arrow is released. Archer's arrows have not had any effect so far. The Black Giant ignores it as if saying it is not worth blocking. But at that moment... the Black Giant turns his back to us and attacks the arrow coming at him with all his might. And in that instant, all sound is lost. I throw myself on top of Saber and brace myself. Maybe I've gone deaf as I can't hear anything. I can feel the heat burning my skin and shaking the ground. Many things going flying in the air, and a piece of something pierces my back. Ah, I grit my teeth and endure it. The blinding light must have only lasted for an instant. I managed to survive the destruction. Saber staring in astonishment. I'm doing the same as well. I don't know what happened. Archer's arrow razed the cemetery in an instant. There was a crater at the center of the explosion. Archer's created this destruction. We're getting a better look at his actual skill set, okay. But the giants still exist in spite of such evolution.
バーサーカー。ランク A に該当する宝具を受けて、なお無傷なんて。
Saber's voice is weak. Sparks are flying through the night air. The black giant is still standing there in fire, and everybody here watches this terrible spectacle without words. The crackling of flames is the only sound present. Right when I start to think about how this might turn into a big fire, something rolls towards me with a noise.
Ken?
What? Okay. No, it is an arrow. An arrow with a gorgeous hilt and a spiral blade. Even if it's a sword, it is an arrow if it's used as a projectile. Okay. I don't know why it catches my attention so much. The arrow broken by Berserker disappears as if melting into the fire. It fades away like candy melting under heat. Well, Archer was creating a bunch of swords through projection earlier, so... like at the beginning. So... it would make sense a little bit if he was using that as an arrow. It makes me feel like vomiting for some reason.
シロ、今のは。
アーチャーの嫌だ。それ以外はわからない。
I raise my hand to look at the distant archer. I shouldn't be able to see him. Yeah, you know what? I was thinking that earlier. I shouldn't be able to see him, but I do. He's smiling. He's smiling as if to tell me that he wasn't just aiming at Berserker. Asshole.
あいつ。
Asshole, my goodness. I feel like a headache. Or I feel a headache. The chill running down my back won't go away. My spine is burning like it does when I fail to create a magic circuit.
ふーん、見直したわ、リン。やるじゃない、あなたのアーチャー。
The girl's cheerful voice echoes through the air.
いいわ、戻りなさい、バーサーカー。つまらないことは初めに済まそうと思ったけど、少し予定が変わったわ。
Oh, come on, we need to finish him off. The black shadow wavers. The giant starts to retreat through the fire.
何よ、ここまでやって逃げる気？ええ、気が変わったの。セイバーはいらないけど、あなたのアーチャーには興味が湧いたわ。
The giant disappears. The girl giggles.
それじゃあ、バイバイ。また遊ぼうね、お兄ちゃん。
Saying this, she goes away. The unexpected disaster leaves. Sasaka must not intend to follow that girl in spite of what she said. Even I can tell that girl let us go. So I don't think Sasaka will go and seek out such a reckless fight.
マスター、窮地を救ってもらったのは感謝します。
Oh, yeah, anytime.
ですが、そろそろ話してもらえませんか？
Oh, I don't know. I hear Saber's calm voice.
そうか、すまない。
I managed to answer despite my throbbing head. I let Saber go, and when I stand up, I fall on my butt.
シロ、どうしました？気分でも。シロ、その背中は。
Oh yeah, something did hit my back. Saber sounds tense. I cannot see Saber's face, but probably because of my pounding headache. Saber supports me and puts her hand behind my back. I feel a sharp pain. Even though it's not as strong as my headache, there's a sharp pain running through my back.
ひどい。このままでは危険です。破片を抜きますが。
破片ってセイバー。
Okay. She doesn't hesitate. It's like a fucking splinter, with like something. Forcibly pulls it out of my back. I try to control my breathing. I'm a magist, even though I'm an amateur. I can manage this pain. But this felt especially bad. If I had a wing on my back and it was pulled out, I'm sure that's what it would feel like.
傷が塞がっていく。なるほど。自身に対する治療法を備えていたのですね。
It's news to Shuro. Sighing with relief, Saber says something strange. Huh? I'm waiting on myself. I shouldn't be able to use such difficult magic.
エミヤ君、無事？
Saka comes to us. I raise my hand to tell her I'm alright.
そう。なら私たちも行きましょう。これだけ派手にやったんだから、騒ぎを聞きつけて人が来るわ。
You know what? You know what Archer's sort of acting like? He's almost acting like a jealous boyfriend a little bit. Saka runs out of the cemetery, her long hair fluttering behind her. When I glance a foot to follow after her, my vision suddenly goes white.
マスター。
I feel something support me as I start to fall. But the feeling fades as my senses go away. What's left is just throbbing within me. What's irritating me? What did I get hit by? What am I so concerned about? I'm about to fall unconscious, but my head continues to throb. I don't know if that was the Vita opening or not. I don't know. I will check. Give me a sec. I can save here. Okay. Yeah, I'm quite confident that's not the Vita opening at this point, just because of the art style, I think. And, you know, the low visual fidelity in comparison to the Fate one. I was told, for those of you who didn't watch the other one, I was told not to watch the Vita opening for this because it's very spoilery. I was told to not watch the Vita opening for this because it's very spoilery, and I think the same for Heaven's Feel. So I wasn't sure. So I went and tried to look at the movie section in the freaking main menu, and guess what happened? Guess what happened, guys? It decided to go away from the full screen mode and not give me the fucking option to go back to full screen because the UI for, like, this thing wasn't showing up in the window mode that it decided to, like, error out into. And it was having errors trying to show those movies too. Whatever the movies are in the movie section were. I don't know. I don't know anymore. It's all fun and stupid and fun and stupid. But this is probably a good place to end a first episode here. I'm not sure how much will get cut out because I was sort of trying to figure out how to get back to full screen for a while, which basically amounted to me going back into the Fate file, the Fate game files, and opening up the Vita opening that actually for that wasn't erroring every time and making it play at full screen, which allowed the UI to come back and allowed me to force it back into full screen because otherwise it was this small itty bitty box, maybe like, I don't know, that big on my screen, give or take. which would have been fun to be doing. That's a very small window. Yes, okay. So, that's fixed. I am currently in a state where I'm probably going to record, at the very least, the first number of episodes of this before anyone even sees the first episode. I've had a decent break from it on my own from basically all I've done in the past couple of weeks, and this is the bad endings for Fate. So I'm in a good place to continue with this. Again, if you're new to my Let's Play of this, obviously, as you've probably noticed by this point, this is gonna be skipping plenty of aspects of it, because I did a bunch of those things at the beginning already, but it seems like it's at a point where everything's gonna be different now, especially with that Berserker fight going so differently. There seems to be some of the same mysteries involved, like, oh, I can Emiya heal so well, etc., but yeah, it makes sense enough at this point. So, I will see you all next time. Drive safely, everyone.